wise with the numbers like universe signs. Earth day like you know the sun gon' shine where the God.
Hello, my loves, and welcome to just a quick emotional collective healing. See where, as a collective, the emotions are. I did get an opportunity to tap into the energy earlier, and I felt a lot of impatience. And when I say impatience, I just felt the energy of dissatisfaction with where we are presently. You know, a lot of restless energy, longing for instant results, unhappiness, and just in an energy of limbo, really needing to allow things to slowly come towards us, towards you. I also felt the energy of trauma. It's like there's an energy in the collective where there's just some type of traumatic experience that is connected with our pride, something that our pride created for us. And it's like it's like that traumatic experience is just on replay. It's like it's replaying in the energy. And I feel because of ego, because of pride creating it, I feel there's a realization, there's a realization that is coming forward, which is one of acknowledging the energy of love, realizing that love is what can set this traumatic replaying of emotions, replaying of hurt free. I feel like losing the ego, the energy right now, I feel the collective is just releasing the ego, going through that transformation. And when one is actually going through a transformation, I feel it can leave one in a lot of confusion. You know, when energy is unrequited, when it is not returned, when it is not balanced, there is just an energy of experiencing insomnia, overthinking, sleepless nights, and there's just an energy of placing focus, a great amount of focus on the unimportant things. So I feel as a collective, emotionally speaking, we are just shifting towards love. It's like no longer wanting to be focused on what is just not important to us anymore, rather than to focus on what makes us happy. And there is a longing for happiness, there is a longing for love, but that transformation must take place. We must release our ego. And we must actually allow and be open to love. So in order for our desires or manifestations to blossom, right, I feel what's really taking place right now in the energy is the energy of wanting to give, whereas there used to be an energy of wanting to take, wanting to, like, that egotistical energy. There is just a shift of wanting to give love, wanting to focus on the important things, you know, wanting to look at the bigger picture. And actually losing the ego allows us to gain so much more, my loves, so much more. So that's what I was able to tap into whilst I got the cards ready. We're gonna make this a little bit quick. I don't want this video to be long. I just want it to tap into our emotional well-being. You know, a lot of us can play bad man, bad woman, and try to keep firm and deeply rooted, but you know, it's something we're all going through, and we all have different coping mechanisms to deal with traumatic events. So emotionally, as a collective, let's see where we currently are. Spirit, Ascended Masters. Ooh, I'm being guided to draw this back. So I hope we're all doing well. Let's see what emotions as a collective we are dealing with. Spirit, what is the emotions for the collective in this present moment? What is the collective feeling? What emotions are the collective going through. Whew. Under trauma, you can't make that shit up. So a lot of people is frustrated. There's an energy of frustration, an energy of low self-esteem. Learning to people, I feel like there is a lesson where we're learning to accept this growth in our awareness, you know, and realizing that being pushy, wanting to make, being impatient is not going to allow this to come about. It wouldn't. It's like acceptance, rushing a process will not hurry up your level of acceptance or our level of acceptance. Rushing this awareness, rushing this process, rushing this transformation. It's like we know we can't run past through it as a collective. We actually need to flow through it, go through it, but there's just an impatient energy, a restless energy, a frustrating energy, a persistent energy that is not going to get us what it is we truly desire, which is love. There's also an energy of low self-esteem. So even the humblest of souls is infinitely rich in potential. We are all great men and women. So I feel we're just closing out of this vicious cycle of being our own worst critic, you know, criticizing ourselves and just failing to realize how blessed and beautiful we are. You know what I mean? So let's tap into what part of our body is this frustration. Yeah. What part of our body is this frustration and this low self-esteem affecting? What part of our body, spirit? What part of our body? It may not come out, but I'll feel it. Our head, because we're in our head, and look at that underneath the crown. It keeps us in our head, back and forth in our head, you know. Right now it is actually triggering intuitiveness, trusting your gut feeling, trusting your intuition. It's actually connecting you to your higher self, to spirit right now, you being in that energy. Well, us being in that energy, the collective, you know. But where we are moving our way through this, because I feel, you know, like it said, we are humble souls. We all go through this. We all go through this back and forth within ourselves, where we want to go past through a certain phase, but we can't rush through it, you know. We know we have the potential too, but this is not an energy we have to run past, like skip. This is not Uno. So this is really triggering us to be connected to our higher self, connected to the divine, have faith and trust. You know, it says we communicate clearly and sincerely with others. We take note of all aspects in our judgment. So being in this energy is what is going to cause balance in this low self-esteem, frustrating time. You know, because we have a tendency to be rigid or irrational. We have an imperfect perception. We're human beings. You know what I mean? It says, I am canny and perceptive, using reason and intuition in harmony. So let's see if we can get a little bit more deeper as to see what part of the collectives are going through this transformation. Is it the adolescents? Is it the younger generations? What part of the collectives is going through this right now, spirit? So we're all going through it. This is the prime of our lives. Life profile, building, deepening, blossoming. Key qualities: love, confidence, enlargement, affirmation. I relish living in the moment. I gather my rich harvest of experiences. This is an autumn energy. This energy is creating the foundation, it's setting root, so that when the energy does start to move forward, my loves, you are shooting for greatness. This is the prime of your life. This cycle is prime time. This is prime time, okay? This is prime time cycle. So that's interesting. Underneath the deck was winter. So really using that wisdom, those lessons, and consolidating it and reinventing ourselves in a more grateful, in a more giving energy. You know, being open to spirit. You know, not feeling embarrassed, not feeling, you know, low. So keep trusting your intuitions, my loves. Let's see. Let's close with an affirmation. Let's see what affirmations we can close it with whilst balancing out this frustrating times, okay? Which may trigger our low self-esteem. Let's go. What is the affirmation you want to leave us with, Spirit? What is the affirmation? Thank you for this guidance, Spirit. Whew. Thank you. You got unique. I am special and I shine my light for all to see. I offer gifts that no one else offers. They flow from my unique self, personality. I find my own way of dealing with my emotions, a way built on a lifetime's experience of being me. So my loves, trust your intuition, okay? Like I said in the beginning, even if we're going through this, each one of us beautiful souls have our own way of coping. So work through it. I know we want to rush through this prime of our life, but it's prime time for a reason, and you need to trust, okay? Be patient, okay? This traumatic experience that is holding you back, that you keep replaying, you need to move through it. You can't skip past go you. No, my loves. You know? So, as always, I'm sending you divines with peace, love, light, good vibes. My loves, do stay golden. Be holy as I am, not like me. Be your own unique God or goddess, divine embodiment of this light energy. Okay, my loves, I love you, divines. Peace.